situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town and is preparing to fire. It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste.
That's gotta be Rare's doing. But why is he using the cannon again? Didn't he already fire?
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If you recall, his body was incomplete when we last met. If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
Huh, what should we do? There's no way we're getting back to Nasha Town in time.
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should find Rarir, and that's where we'll stop him. One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma. Nasha Town is in their hands now.
Go! Fly! Not a moment to lose!
You're here, as expected.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend nor control. But it is also thanks to you that I found a way to return.
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go your way.
Such faith in your companions. But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why they wish to stop the cannon? I think not. When all they see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look, the cannon must seem like their only lifeline. This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of their own volition. The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous proportions. True power does not heed the commands of the weak.
You were waiting for us to leave Nasha Town then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aina would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. Shame, then, that you proved one step too slow. In their folly, the townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon. And your kind-hearted, weak companions have not the stomach to deal with them. The cannon will not be stopped now.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our misery, I would like to ask you a question, if I may. See this fragment? It once haunted your dreams, but now it seems useless to you. What is it exactly?
That is my corpse.
Sorry, what?
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished. Every last fragment calls to me. Sooner or later, they shall welcome my return.
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the wild hunt was in fact caused by scattered pieces of your corpse. I guess they don't call you one of the 5 sinners for nothing.
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself, upon which I began collecting more within wild hunt sites across the land. But each time, the fragments I obtained were hardly worth mentioning, while that which you hold in your hand was my heart.
So that's why it responded so strongly to you.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain mastery over the turbulent Kuvaki energies and be fully reborn.
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to seize the fragment from me.
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you afraid of dying?
Dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form over and over, yet always I rebuild it. It may smash my flesh and crush my bones thousands of times and more, but that is of no consequence to me. What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffering, everything I endured, and all for nothing. I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. The next cannon shot will multiply my strength immeasurably. It will not be a full restoration, no, but it will be more than enough to destroy any in this world who stand in my way. Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my consumption well before you have the time to kneel before me.
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light! Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in anticipation of interference by malicious actors.
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking the birds and beasts. What exactly?
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rerir's plan. Not only did he plant seeds of suspicion in people's hearts, seems he's now igniting them. Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back any minute.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere you turn. Something about the Wild Hunt preparing to spawn a wave of monsters, the likes of which we've never seen before. But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis, so they're getting ready to make a run for it. Others are trying to make a quick buck out of this whole mess.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is imminent?
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. A chaotic situation can bury much wrongdoing. Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. Is it any wonder, then, that some will aim to profit? After all, a gamble that might rewrite one's entire life is hard to come by.
Even so.
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you be the one to handle them. Not like that's the only major problem on our plate right now.
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also, the unexpected activation of the cannon entails a high risk of incorrect operation. This must—
Well, about that, people have been talking about how someone might come to stop the cannon. They've decided they won't let anyone in. What? I made that thing! They can't just take it from me! Let me over there! What are they gonna do, stop me?
They might, if Rerir has already formulated some countermeasure. For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
Possibility high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries to stop it must be with the Wild Hunt. We will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people. Brute force must be avoided, if possible.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. You find a way to stop the cannon. Oh, you're back. And you have a letter? The Traveler won't make it back in time. So they're heading straight over to Star Sand Shoal instead.
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target? Why would she go there?
Assessing risk level. Maximum.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then she's prepared for the worst.
And we must ensure that her trust in us is not misplaced. Let's go.
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. But it won't be so easy from here on out. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt, we'll have no choice but to force our way through.
Is that Lady Lauma? But are you really her?
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for so long. It is not something that anyone else could imitate.
I do, yes. So it really is you, my lady. But why are you here? Really, I believe you, but the others, well, they'll be on high alert.
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon. I am here to stop them.
But...
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. There should be no reason for me to intervene. But you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and the courage to start a new life. It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as that life was about to begin. I seek to redress this injustice, not only for you, but for everyone here who wishes to live their lives free from this chaos. Please, have faith in our long-standing friendship, and that this is where my heart has led me.
Thank you, my lady. Thank you. Please help us.
Then come. I need you to step forward alongside me, and to do your part too.
All right, I understand.
Seems we chose the right person for the job. All right, everyone. Let us meet again later.
Huh? You're not coming with us?
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. As such, I'll need to contact some... let's call them friends in high places, shall we? Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay. See you again, everyone! That is, if we can.
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
It's you, Lady Moonchanter. It's her. Everyone, it's her.
You're right, my lady. At times like these, we must rely on ourselves.
I always knew something was off about you. We won't let you pass. I'm a business creature, aren't you?
Go.
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so, even now.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the barrier by going upward from over there.
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Inefa, give her a crankake.
Orders received and immediately deferred. Departure takes priority.
Please, everyone, listen to me. I will not deny that we hold different beliefs, but in the face of the immense threat that hangs above us all, we must persist in trusting one another. Otherwise, rifts will surely form, prized open by those who harbor ulterior motives. If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, Then follow me, you who are lost. I am no god, but so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception or rumors can be concealed from us. Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against the false illusions by which our foe seeks to beguile us.
Let's go, Anafa. This way up. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Out of the way, small fry. What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on, come on, come on! Get out of there! Whoa, nice!
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact.
Knuckle, what are you doing here? No claw! Ding dong water bomb!
Cleanup sequence initiated. Ultimatum protocol. Defensive mode engaged.
You on this! Look, the rainbow!
Interference detected. Entering countermeasure mode.
Easy peasy. What made you think I couldn't take on one of my own designs, huh? This isn't good enough, we gotta hurry!
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Preheating complete. The cannon is going through its final pre-fire checks.
Aw, alright, let's hit the emergency brake.
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damage assessment. Incalculable. Nasha Town likely to be blasted skyward.
No, I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that. We are out of time.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigisato passa sax, intimi potutos. In necritus necrus baptusi, canis omnes tu zonos pentusi. Osesticos palatini tiratur resurrecru, topir tua ition feratum.
Well, that's not good.
Sluggish. Torpid. This body is a disappointment. I can barely muster 10% of my original strength. You've ruined everything again.
Let me guess. You didn't get a human body back, did you?
What's with him?
Verfnir. Rheindaughter. Flinders.
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you. A monster fueled by nothing but his own obsession.
Matters not. Having a heart. Being human. It's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly insignificant. You matter not. Does anything in this world. None of it matters to me! Fools. Time to die! You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid, laughable that you should die for their sake.
You're wrong. The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia! We're safe?
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. You have my sincere gratitude, dear madam. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. I imagine you would not have invited anyone here were it not an emergency. Oh? I take it that means you've been here before then. In that case, I count myself fortunate to be your associate.
Columbina! What did you do that for? I studied his abilities inside out, equipped Polonia with comprehensive countermeasures. We were going to settle the score!
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been fine in a head-on clash, but battles just get chaotic.
Oh, so you actually thought you could win. Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier. Or you could adopt my previous recommendation and...
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head, and don't you forget that. Don't make me fight you right here and now.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making any progress with your research. So you went and cooped yourself up all alone.
That was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again! Come on, Polonia! We're leaving!
Well, anyway, thank you. I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the eternal moon goddess cannot fall into his hands, but also because you've done much for me yourselves. And then well, I brought your associate along for the ride too. But that was as much as I could do.
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like that. Please call me Flint's. It is my honor to make the acquaintance of one such as yourself.
Still, what do we do now? Riri's gotten stronger again. At this point, it doesn't seem like we can beat him.
We did block most of the Kuvaki, so I'd say we've put a lid on his plans for now at least. But we still don't know what his aims are, and he may continue gathering power. So we must be very careful.
After you left, I could no longer sense his presence.
That means it's safe out there for now, right?
A question, if I may, kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked. Did you also have a hand in that?
No.
I see.
Curious.
Oh yeah! The cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it? Paimon wonders how Aino and the others are doing. Let's head back and check on them.
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your serenity any longer. Thank you once again for coming to the rescue.
Go now, all of you. Do not worry. My strength still isn't returning. It seems my time is running out.
Fortunately, we were able to minimize the harm. Only a few townspeople were hurt. But the Reikir of Solnari has now gained a complete form, while we still know nothing about his goals.
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious Kukusaur into the wild. I'm sorry. Is no one here familiar with Kukusaurs?
Paimon knows what you mean, but that analogy seems more than slightly understated.
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that he doesn't have a reason to fight us at the moment. If his objective had been revenge alone, we would likely have no recourse.
Is there, still time for me to tender my resignation? Just kidding, just kidding. Don't worry, boss. I know there's no running now. So my canon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. You know what? I'm gonna dismantle it right now. That's right. And it still works on normal Wild Hunt anomalies. Don't let this get you down, I know.
Flint's, we'll need you to attend to the aftermath with the Lightkeepers. Don't worry, I've explained everything to them. You're in the clear.
My thanks. For that and for everything else I hear you did to help us arrive at the truth.
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often, you would not have been so easy to isolate, you know.
Point taken. I will give that some thought. I suppose that's one way I'd benefit from replacing Sergeant Major Sosi.
You mean you're being promoted? Was Paimon the only one who didn't get that?
Well, if you've got a moment, would you like to come with me? There's a certain gentleman I'd like to send off on his final journey. This man was like a lighthouse. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course, and brought light and grace to those around him. But people, once used to illumination, are apt to ignore the lantern's presence. Slowly, gradually, he came to think as such himself. I have achieved too little. I must do better. There is more work to be done. Perhaps his end was tragic. But I remain proud of the way in which he illuminated the path for others. Every shadow born of the light shall remember it.
Oh, poor guy.
I've heard that one too. Is that so? Well, you're right. It may seem that our efforts were in vain, that Rerir achieved his goals, but we will pursue him to the last, even if the outcome is not what we wish for. It is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them peace.
Oh, what are you two talking about? Care to explain? Okay.
Either way, the Lantern Fae is not playing the leading role in these final rites. Lightbearer, With your blood, you have paved the road to glory and justice. Even as we hurry on, bruised and battered though we may be, stay a while and look back upon the world and all its love and hatred, until it closes its eyes in the depths of night, and a lantern lit for you alone flickers softly into life. Thank you for everything, Sergeant Major Sosi.
Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet?
Was it not you who recommended such walkabouts to me?
Yeah, but aren't you afraid the Fatui will see you?
Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making contact at all. They have more troublesome affairs to deal with.
Well, it's good to come out for a walk either way. So, how do you feel? Is Nasha Town to your liking?
The flow of Kuvaki is somewhat turbulent, and the people are ill at ease. However... Is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to. There's all sorts of delicious stuff out here that you won't get to try at home.
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps? I could not gain any insight into his schemes, I fear. Now that he has donned a shape and form, selling his power short would prove a fatal error. But that power of his plays host to an obsession that borders on mania. I cannot say if that fixation is directed at the moons or at something else. Perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove key to repelling him in the future. Well, Zandrone's daily routine is highly irregular, while the doctor often orders people around. As for Arlecchino... Was that not what you were curious about? Well then, have you been to that experimental design bureau of theirs? That weapon will play a key role in the Tsaritsa's plan. That's what I've heard, anyway. And what plan is that precisely? Well, I cannot say I care. I could look into the Eternal Moon's marrow for you if you wish it so. But after our previous attempt, I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away. Perhaps someone has certain truths they wish to hide from you, or from others. And I doubt there are many who could accomplish such a feat. I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me. That is where the answers lie buried. That is my true home.
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not show your face?
Haha! Right! Right you are. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
You've earned yourself a reward.